Hey everyone, welcome to Dance Unlimited Online. I'm Darren, and today we're going to be talking about the rumba. So, as you know, the rumba is a dance from Cuba. It stems from a dance called Guajira. Now the music, there are 4 beats in a bar, slight accent on the second beat with a predominant accent on the 4th beat of each bar. Some of the characteristics of rumba are earthy, grounded, sensuous, enticing, and I always like to just add in moments of classical beauty and of course the odd Spanish element. Never hurt nobody. So just a few things to remember before we even get moving. There is always a sense of posture and projection, and that comes from the center being pulled in and up. Not fixed, but toned. And I love thinking about the belly button. You can literally move your belly button in and up, right? And keep those shoulders down, keep that posture and sense of projection, as well as always having tension between the legs, so the inner thighs and the inside edges of the feet working towards each other. One last thing, a little rhyme for you. You can repeat after me. When you go forward, and when you go backwards, you go forward. Yeah, if that didn't make any sense, good. What that means is when we take a step forward or a walk, all right, the spine does positively lead that direction. The same thing happens when we go backwards. Every backward action also starts with a forward motion. So when you go forward, and when you go backwards, you go forward. Now stay with me guys. At the end of this video, I'm going to be revealing to you one of the most valuable pieces of information that I have ever been taught. So what makes a rumba a rumba? Well, one thing for sure is the rhythm of 1 beat, 1 beat, 2 beats. Yeah, very clearly. I'm sure you know we don't step on the count of 1 so often in rumba, but we also don't exaggerate the action on the count of 1. So we don't do 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Yeah, we want to try and make sure that we're really showing 1 beat, 1 beat, 2 beats, and using that double beat on that leg to show smooth, continuous motion. And of course the other thing is the famous, infamous, the lost art of the Cuban motion. Now your Cuban motion, right, the figure 8, is actually made up of 2 separate motions. That's your pendulum swing and your rotation. So if you think about it, when you write an 8, you don't actually make 2 circles like that. Right? What you do is a half a circle and a straight line, and a half a circle and a straight line. So that makes up an 8, and that's the same thing we're going to do in our bodies. So if we start with the pendulum swing, you keep your feet together, and we're literally just going to swing our hips from left to right. Yeah, and you get a nice Cuban bum, or a smiling bum. Okay, nothing wrong with that. So we have that. That's your pendulum swing. You do that with your legs open too. You swing from left to right. Now when you want to create the rotation, that's a little bit more of an upper body muscle movement. Alright, so you've done your pendulum, and the pendulum swing is always as a result of a weight transfer in your feet. You use your feet to transfer your weight, and that is where you create hip action. So actually what it should be called is probably hip reaction, because it's a reaction to the weight transfer through our feet. Okay, so we danced the first step, the first weight transfer. We danced the weight transfer. Now we're going to use the side, the upper body, to rotate that thigh back. And we dance pendulum swing, and we rotate that thigh with the upper body. Pendulum rotation. And that makes up a figure 8 in your hips. Yeah, so you add that into your walk, it would be the same thing. You dance that hip forward and rotate through the upper body. Transfer the weight from your feet and use your upper body to rotate. So because we're talking about rumba, of course we have to touch on the rumba walk. So just a very few simple couple of checkpoints that I would like to give you to hopefully improve your walk a little bit. So we can just start standing on whichever leg you would like, point 1 foot back, and I always like to just keep my weight between my feet for that first walk so I can use my back foot to transfer my weight fully over the front leg. So we're going to transfer the weight and we're going to dance in action, 1/2 of a Cuban motion to bring that leg in, make sure the feet are tracking. And the first point that I want to talk about is this moving leg. Yeah, I would really like if you could straighten your knee before your heel hits the floor. Okay, so checkpoint number 1, let's make sure that that free leg, the knee is straight before the heel hits the floor. Number 2, let's make sure that the thighs are working together and we turn in that back foot and driving our body weight through the rotation of the back foot all the way over the front foot towards the ball of that front foot. Nice positive spine, nothing broken and sticking out anywhere. So from arriving there, we're going to use the back foot to drive our weight forward, and then again complete the action to draw the leg in. So here it is, as promised, that valuable piece of information that I have kept with me my entire dance career. And it's so simple and so easy and can be applied absolutely everywhere. And it literally is, if you have 1 step, you have 1 action. If you have 2 steps, you have 2 actions. So there's no cheating the quality of movement. 1 step, 1 action. You have 2 steps, you got 2 actions, no matter the speed, no matter the size. If you have a step, you have an action. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful. Share this video with someone you know and love, and hit that subscribe button. We will see you very soon at the next one.